Okay, we're back. Video 25. Let's see. We're working with the UFO bullet. No, not bullet. UFO bullet. And the create. Okay, so we need a ship tracker. Because when the UFO shoots at you, it's gonna try and hit your ship. But if your ship doesn't exist and you have this line of code searching for the ship, if it says point direction equals point direction ship, if I had done ship and your ship had already been destroyed, it's gonna cause an error. So let's go ahead and create an object and make it object ship tracker, which this never gets destroyed. And this should clean this up. Okay, that's clean now. But let's go ahead. Let's see. Should we finish up the bullet? Yeah, let's work on the tracker now. Okay, add event, create, control code. Now in here, first of all, let's check if the ship is alive, because it can't track the ship if the ship isn't alive. Global dot ship alive is true. Then this shit. Oops. Ship alive. What did I use? Uppercase? Ship. Oh no, I used lowercase as a variable. Okay, now all this tracker does is stays with the ship at all times while the ship is alive. So x equals object ship dot x. Y equals object ship dot y. Ship. Okay, so all that's doing is tracking the ship while it's alive. If it's not alive, else, then I'm going to just randomly choose a place for it to be. So say if you're going to be shot at by an enemy and the ship has already been destroyed, it'll just this will randomly create the tracker to be somewhere randomly on the stage, and it'll just start shooting wherever you are, especially if it is shot off before the ship has died and it doesn't know where to go, which I'm not even sure if that's a possibility, but just to make sure, random range. So we're just going to randomly choose a spot on the screen, which it probably doesn't even have to, it doesn't really matter if it's in the barriers of the frame, but I'm going to keep it within the barriers of the frame. Y equals random range. We'll go 60, which is actually 50, but doesn't matter. Room height minus 20. It's just a safeguard right here, so the program doesn't crash. Okay, so that should work, I think. We'll see soon enough, huh? Okay, now, let's add a step to this thing. Step, control code. And basically all we're doing is the same exact thing. That's all I'm going to do. So we can copy this code and put it right in there, because this is constantly being called That's just when it's created on the creation. So all I'm doing is repeating the code. And so the ship tracker should be ready to go. And there's other options for it. As we go along here, I'll probably describe why we have that. Okay, so in the control objects, game control, in the create, we got to create it right here too. So, because it hasn't been created yet, instance create, and we can just do XY because it's telling itself where to be. Object ship tracker. Okay, so we have our tracker on the stage. And if you notice, there's no sprite. It's going to be invisible. It's not, it is visible. Because I think if you make it not visible, it doesn't seem to work. But I'm not using a sprite, so it's just an empty box running around. So that should work. Okay, so now we can get back to the bullet. So we're at the create. And that all looks good. Now we're gonna need let's add a step, and we're gonna do the same step we did with the UFO itself. Actually, no, I didn't even do that. I made it more general. Let's add step, control code. Okay, we'll just say if x is smaller than 0 or x is larger than room width or y smaller than 0. Now it's important to have the y's in this one. Or y is larger than room height. Then the bullet will be destroyed. That means it missed you and it went past the screen or past the edges of the room. Okay, so that'll work. Also, once again, let's do this. Wait, do we have the UFO bullet equals true? Okay, that's fine. So on its destruction, we'll tell it to be false. Okay, so in the bullet destroy, all we need is UFO bullet equals false. And let's see. In the the game UFO. Let's get into its step. Okay, that's that. That's the UFO. Okay. Yeah, game UFO in the step. So that's, let's call this go off screen. And let's add one more. Control code. And call this shoot bullet. Okay, so now we're going to have to check some stuff here. If global.UFO is true, and I'm not even sure if I need that one, but global.ship alive, so it only shoots at him if the ship is alive. And of course global.plane is true. Did I do the exit on yet stuff? So that's all we really need at this point. I haven't tested out the exit on yet. Okay, so now we'll do a random equals I random. This doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so an integer random 0 to 300. If it hits oh, we didn't do the if statement. If random equals 50, if you notice I use 50 a lot, because it doesn't really matter. It's just running through that cycle. It's still going to be random. If the global dot UFO bullet is false, then instance create XY, because it's telling itself where to be, object UFO bullet. I did that wrong. Object, is that what I call it? Object UFO bullet. Okay, so let's go ahead and once again I'm going to say random equals 50. And that will make it fire off. And we'll be yanking those temp numbers that I put in to make it happen. We will run a test to see, wait for it to happen. See? Okay, there we go. It's shooting right at me. Now I'll move over here. See how it tries to catch me? No matter where I am, it's going to try and hit me. See, bam. So you got to kind of keep moving when it's doing that. It's kind of cool. Alright. But we should probably try one. Let's try one. Let's yank out, or at least take out the code for that. Game UFO. Where's the other one? In the game controller. Create UFO. Let's work that one out. Let's see what happens. See if we got our numbers right. Because that doesn't seem right there. Random. That seems like it's going to be forever before it shows up. Ding, 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 ding. Well, that just happened. You know, I think I need to do this differently. There should be an iRandom. Maybe I thought it was coming out too fast or something like that. Let's make this like 500. Let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty fast. And it doesn't always, it has to come up with that number for it to shoot at you. There it goes. So it doesn't always shoot at you. Maybe I should make it so it always shoots at you. Well, now it's coming out way too fast. But, anyways, let's put it back. I obviously put it in here for a reason. Because I don't want it too often. Okay. Okay, so let's do the bullet again. Let's have it destroy me. Us. We'll have it destroy us. So we'll add a collision. Game control with the ship. control code. Collision. Should probably keep typing that in. Okay, so if, just to make sure, global dot ship alive let's do this. Speed equals 0. That'll stop the bullet. Instance destroy. So that destroys the bullet. And then with other, which is the ship, speed equals 0, instance destroy. Oh, gotta add that up there. Okay, so that should work. So I'm going to go ahead add that. Go off screen. Full bullet equals false. UFO. Shoot bullet. We'll go ahead and have it shoot the bullet. And I think I'll go ahead and just have it appear so we can test it. And let's try that out. I'm just going to have it shoot me. Yeah, it just shot me. Yeah, that seems to be working. Something weird happened there, though. But if you notice, it shoots off in another direction if the ship isn't there. That's the tracker. It's shooting at the tracker. Okay, I'm out of lives. So the lives are working. Try that one more time. Ah. See, notice how he shot in the other direction once I was dead? Oh. Ah. See, he'll shoot in another direction if the tracker randomly chooses another spot. Okay, so I'm going to link these ones out. For now, we may need them again later. Okay, I'm going to call that one good. We're getting blown up by the UFO, so that's pretty cool, I think. Alright, so subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.